China punishes online merchants for false comments, exaggerating sales in the latest market crackdown. China's market watchdog is showing the country's online businesses just how serious it is about reining in the shady conduct that destroys market order with its latest crackdown on market behavior. In the first 6 months of the year, the State Administration for Market Regulation, along with its local branches in the country's cities and provinces, investigated more than 3,000 cases of fake reviews and inflated sales numbers, and imposed fines totaling 206 million yuan, according to a statement published on the regulator's website on Thursday. These black and gray area practices have developed to the point where it affects the survival of businesses and damages the legitimate rights and interests of consumers, the SAMR said. Review manipulation and boosting fake orders has become a tumor in the market and must be punished. The latest crackdown comes amid efforts by authorities to use almost every regulatory and legislative tool at their disposal to bring the country's tech sector to heel after more than a decade of virtually unchecked growth. Alibaba Group Holding, which owns the South China Morning Post, paid a record fine of $2.8 billion in April for monopolistic behavior, including a practice known as picking one from two, where online merchants are forced to choose one platform as their distribution channel. China's antitrust watchdog proves its might with Alibaba fine. On-demand service giant Meituan is also under antitrust investigation, while China's dominant ride-hailing platform, Didi Chuxing, is the subject of an intense and very public cybersecurity review. After its listing in New York, the authorities have launched a two-pronged crackdown on China's e-commerce industry, said Ding Mengdan, a lawyer at Beijing Inca law firm's Hangzhou office. For platforms, they focus more on monopolistic practices, while for smaller players like merchants, they are increasing scrutiny of unfair competition behavior. These practices, which have become common, are not only facing punishment in China, but US e-commerce giant Amazon.com is also cracking down on them. In recent years, a growing number of Chinese merchants have turned to large international e-commerce platforms, including eBay and Amazon, to reach consumers beyond their home market. Some are continuing the shady practices common in China's e-commerce industry, and are now suffering the consequences. Amazon closed 340 online stores operated by Shenzhen Yuxu Technology Co., one of the platform's largest Chinese retailers, in the first half of the year, for allegedly violating Amazon's rules, according to a filing earlier this month by the merchant's Shenzhen-listed parent Tisa Information Industry Corp. The statement did not elaborate on what rules were broken. In June, Amazon banned 3 consumer brands under Shenzhen-based electronics company Sun Valley Group, RAV power banks, Teatronics earphones, and Vava cameras, for offering gift cards to customers willing to write positive reviews about their purchases.